The reality is, the odds are stacked against KSI in his upcoming bout against Tommy Fury, and a lot aren't giving him any chance at all, since Tommy's beaten Jake Paul already, who many deem to be the best influencer boxer. But let's not count out KSI so quickly yet, because styles make fights, and the wilder, more awkward style of KSI may prove to cause problems against Tommy Fury. Now, Tommy Fury is an outside fighter who really likes to work off of his jab to control the distance. The first and foremost objective of KSI would be to render Tommy's jab useless or discourage him from throwing this. Being that KSI loves to throw the overhand so much, he should opt to use this as a means to counter Tommy's jab, and judging from some of his training footage, this looks like it may be the plan. Basically, take his head off the center line and catch Tommy with an overhand as Tommy is throwing the jab. Similar to what Kambosos did to Teofimo. The overhand should have a purpose, and to not just be used to mindlessly swing again and again, like what KSI has done in other fights. Now, this is easier said than done because Tommy can also mix up the jab and make it hard for KSI to read. That is why KSI would need to keep the pressure up and always be the one pushing forward. Not every overhand is going to land, but he can use the forward momentum of that punch to put him in an inside position and fight from there. The problem when Jake fought Tommy was that he was always fighting Tommy in his range, and the few moments wherein he pressured Tommy back, he actually got him. But Jake would let Tommy reset and catch his breath. KSI is going to need to be consistent with the pressure, since inside fighting seems to be where Tommy is at his weakest. Even when Tommy decides to go forward, he still keeps that outside distance. Another thing KSI needs to watch out for when getting on the inside range is Tommy's clinching. Instead of just making this an idle moment and wait for the ref to separate them, KSI should see this as an opportunity to work. Show the ref you're active in this position, and get out of Tommy's grip yourself with short punches and hand control. Also, when Tommy starts dodging the power punches to the head, then KSI should start investing to the body. Punch selection is very important, and you need to have variations with it. You can't just be throwing at the same spot again and again. The opponent will eventually read what you're going to throw before actually throwing. Just like how Tommy started dodging most of Jake's power punches, since he was throwing to the head again and again. Make it seem as though you're about to throw it to the head, but in reality, you are aiming for the body. Now, obviously, all of this is a lot easier said than done, but KSI's only real hope of winning is to not make it a boxing fight. He's going to have to make it ugly and keep the pressure on Tommy. Otherwise, Tommy will just pick him apart from the distance. I still have Tommy winning this, but you never know what could happen in boxing.